What it do, everybody? It's your host, your gracious moderator, your boy, King Crowder, man, back again with another edition of Live on Sunday, man. It is so good to see y'all, man. Remember, like I tell all my people all week, man, you do not remember, Sunday is the first day of your new week. And what makes this Sunday so unique? It's always a good holiday for Black Americans. It's Black History Month. I'm gonna try to throw good nuggets at you that you may not be aware of, you may not be hip to. If you do not know, I'm definitely a history scholar of us. I believe growing up in a small town, it made it very prominent to know about us. I was, born and raised in the Virginia area. If you do not know Virginia history, you had the history of Nat Turner, the Seminole Swamp, the Maroons. All of those things come from that area of town. My lineage comes from the Monroe, North Carolina, by the way, of Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. I can trace it all the way back to around 1750. So I know what I'm talking about when I speak about historical context, the message, and where things come from. The first rule of law is this, y'all. You are not educated until you have knowledge of self. Once you have knowledge of self, who your identity is, your culture, your philosophy, you can build on that. Always during this Black History Month, the first thing I will appreciate the heavenly, all my teachers and scholars along the way teaching me. Knowledge of self is the first thing you must have. After you get knowledge of self, your history, your story, your lineage, your background, then you can build on that. That way we can talk about extracurricular things, big things we got going on today. Share the live, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for coming here and catching your boy on a Sunday, man. It is real that we dive into these topics. I like to give you real and honest perspective. Before we get into everything, remember, I hope you enjoyed your week. Let's tap in. Man, today's week has been crazy. If you ain't been keeping up, I'm always here to get you in tune with the news. One thing about me, I read, I check, I stay current on things because it's my nature. I'm always, as Black people, we keep our ear to the street. We stay connected. We follow up. We see what's going on. All of that information is always important to keep it active, and to also know what's going on throughout the week, man. The title of today's subject is Loyalty is a Strong Word. When we say loyalty, they have multiple meanings to multiple people. Knowing the difference of it as we break this down will show you in real time how much loyalty gets you. What up, Mike? Happy birthday, G. Trey 6. Talk to the people, baby.
Hey, what's good with y'all? It's your boy Mikey McCall, aka Where McCall at. And yes, Terrell is right. I did celebrate a birthday yesterday, 36. I am so blessed and humble to see the bright age of 36. And this is gonna be new creation, the year of new creation, for sure.
For sure, Mike. And man, Mike, as 36 years around the sun on God's green earth, man, what's the lesson you would give to the YNs right now? Because you're
The
officially
lesson.
on status now, Mike. You up now.
Oh, no. You're not. No, you
And
are uncle when you 36.
when you're
Oh.
36, you up now. You up. You ain't big bro no more. You officially converted over, Mike. You officially up now. So as a new up from the age of 35 and under, what you telling the YNs, Mike? We can't say the real word, the YNs, new word, Mike, YNs. What you
Hey,
telling them?
continue to recreate yourself.
Mm,
Continue to grow. Continue because if you stay still, you stagnant, and when you stagnant, there is no growth. And without growth, there is no prosperity. So continue to grow, continue to learn, and continue to recreate yourself multiple times.
that's a great message to the YNs, man. Mike, mentally, as a 36-year-old man, newly converted, man, what's the biggest thing you learned in your 36 years of life? Talk to the
The
people.
biggest things I've learned is that you're gonna fall. You're gonna stumble, but those stumbles and those falls is just what they are. They're a stumble, and you get back up and you recreate. Like I said, this year is about new things, recreation. I've done so many things in my life, and I like to joke with all my friends and say I didn't live. I'm like Master P. I didn't live like 7 people careers, bro. So like
Ain't nothing
I didn't
wrong with
live, but you have to keep going, you have to keep experiencing, and you have to keep developing. If you don't develop, you die. If you don't stop learning, you die. If you continuously do the same thing, that's insanity. But my message for this year of me turning 36, hey, we doing things that we ain't never did before. We skydiving, we flying planes, we creating new businesses, creating new streams of income, and we breaking all generational curses.
Man, Mike, shout out to my dog. If you did not know, Mike will throw his cash app up later. I'm gonna bless him. Everybody show my dog love. If you did not, like I said, man, 36 years is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
I know some cats that ain't see 25, Mike. Can you
Hey,
imagine?
look, hey, Kanye wasn't supposed to make it past 25, but jokes on you, we still alive.
He's still alive. And people don't understand it really is, Mike. I couldn't even imagine going away early like that. You feel what I'm saying, Mike? Think about, cats they make it that old. And all these
They either didn't make it that old or they have spent a lifetime in prison.
And you don't realize the beautiful thing about life is getting to experience those things, man.
Correct.
And Mike, shout out to you, baby. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Mike, bless you again. What McCall that? Mike, they gonna keep you. They gonna tolerate you until they can replace you.
Woo!
No matter how good you are at life, your career, your relationship, if you become too much, you can't get replaced. Mike, when you see this picture and you heard the news that Luka Doncic got traded, what was your immediate thoughts?
Well, I didn't even think about, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't think about it from Luka's position. I thought about it from, because I'm an avid Lakers fan, bro.
For sure.
I thought about it from the Lakers' perspective. AD ain't cutting it. LeBron is getting older in age, and Luka has done some amazing things in Dallas. So I felt like that was we had to. That's the way to get King James back into the running.
No,
And they setting it up for the future. Because if you think about it, we got LeBron 2.0, we got Bronny in the G League doing his thing. And Luka is gonna be, while Bronny is gaining his stripes, I feel that LeBron is gonna retire soon. And we're gonna see, because think about it, he's already accomplished what he wanted to accomplish in life, which is play with his son. He did it. First to ever do it, right? So I think Luka will be the face of the Lakers, and this is just me just speculating, right? I think Luka will be the face of the Lakers as LeBron goes down that road of not being the greatest of all time anymore.
I agree, Mike, and I definitely think you gave a great take on the Lakers, Mike. I'm gonna throw the Luka Doncic thing out there, Mike. I'm gonna hit the stuff. My bad, Mike. Let me get back to it. Look at me messing up. Oh, let me get back to sharing the page. Hold on, I did something different. If I'm Luka, I'm gonna say the same thing I tell people all the time, Mike. People will tolerate you until they can replace you.
Correct.
Luka, this is a humble piece of pie. I don't know what happened, Mike. I don't know whose daughter you was talking to, but something happened, Mike.
Something happened. Mark Cuban just don't get rid of you like that, bro.
Mike,
you in the finals. Mike, you in the NBA finals.
Mike, it shows me people will tolerate you until they can replace you, Mike. Luka getting traded at his young age might tell me he's a bad teammate.
Yep.
He was perking out, and he wasn't working well, Mike. At that age, Mike, and don't forget, they went to the Lakers. The Lakers didn't go to them, Mike. I don't know if you know behind the scenes.
They said, "Hey, y'all want Luka? Y'all want Luka?
Of course. Y'all gotta trade AD. All right, AD gone. And to me, of course, on the Lakers side, it's a W. On the Dallas side, is Luka going through things we don't know, Mike?
He gotta be, bro, because why? You doing so great in Dallas as a player. You throwing up the points, you getting them to the finals, you doing everything that you're supposed to be that we can see. What are you doing that you're not supposed to be doing that made them be like, hey, bro, we're gonna give up 3 trades for you?
Mike, we're not even talking about big trades, Mike. We're talking about pennies on a dollar. Luka, you got traded for undervalue.
And he got traded in the middle of the finals. Like, boom, you gone, cuz. Go ahead, go to the Lakers.
Mike, they ain't have no respect for you. They ain't have no wait for you to see what's going on. So, like I said, of course, Mike, you 100% right. The Lakers won. But my antennas, Mike, are going off immediately when I was seeing a person of his caliber get traded. Like, bruh, what happened?
Right. We gotta know. We gotta know the backstory.
We gotta know, Mike.
it's something deep into that because, bro, it's the finals. They ain't even want to see. They ain't even want to see if you could get the ring.
Man, Mike, you went to the finals last year. You get traded, Mike, at 2 a.m. Oh, they was, bro. You did something. Ain't nobody talking about. You smashed somebody's wife. Come on, Mike. Let's keep it real. You did something, cuz.
You did the unthinkable. If they woke up, they didn't even go to bed. They was on the phone at 2 a.m. Like, yeah, we gonna make this happen.
Mike, I'm just saying, man. Like, why are we acting like this ain't real talk?
It's real talk, bro. Because
Come on.
I never thought I would see him leave Dallas. I thought he would be like a Dirk Nowitzki, bro.
Mike, not him leave Dallas, Mike. They shipping him away. Go deeper.
Yeah, you got to get out of here.
Dallas, Mike, they said we want you gone. It's different, Mike, when you leave on your own or you get evicted.
Yeah, he didn't even leave on his own merit. He got forcibly removed.
I just like I said, it's so
in the middle of the fight. They willing, cause I'm gonna be real. AD can ball, but AD ain't about to win them the finals.
No,
AD ain't about to get them the
ring. Man. And then Mike, I gotta show you what's more and let me know about his mindset. You know, I always come with the receipts, dog. You post this, Mike, to your social media, dog. The GM calling you. 205-216. You pick up for LeBron, but you posted screenshots of people trying to contact you. Luka, I see a little bit, Mike. The little bit of things come out. You catch that, Mike? Who post screenshots of text messages, Mike?
You answered LeBron call, but you look at all these missed calls.
Mike, 15. Now, was it wrong how they did it, Mike? Yeah. But it lets you know a lot about you, Luka.
That go to show me that no matter how you put your feelings in the business, because at the end of the day, business is never personal. It's just
never. It's just business, Mike. So, like I said, people gonna tolerate you, ladies, gentlemen, men, women. You will get tolerated until they don't want you no more. Everything got an expiration date. If Luka Doncic can get traded in the apex of his career, men and women, Mike, it's a time limit on it, Mike. Give us your closing thoughts on it, baby.
I think whatever you did, you know what you did, and you need to learn from this mistake. Because if you able to be traded at 2 a.m. while people sleep, and you able to get traded to another team, and you in the midst of the finals, you made it to the finals, that says something about you. That somebody want to get you off the team that bad that they on the phone at 2 a.m. like, yeah, we got to get him out of here. This is what we willing to do to get him out of here. Will y'all take him? You got to think about, you got to sit deep within that. You go ahead and spend some time alone because you got to self-reflect. Because it's not like the Lakers said, hey, let's do this trade. They called the Lakers and said, hey, this is what we got for you. That's crazy. So you got to sit within yourself and you got to understand what you have done and you got to correct that, because if you don't correct that now, it's going to happen again.
Facts, Mike. And Mike, I got to show you on our next topic, y'all. Comment, share the live, subscribe to everything, hit us up. All right, Mike, when you see these words, Mike, BLM, CRT, woke, DEI, you know what they mean, Mike? They mean nigga. Ninja. They mean black. Can we go ahead and just say what it is? What about Chicago? Mike, when you hear those words, what come to your mind, big dog? Take off on me.
Black protests, Black Lives Matter. I don't even know what CRT means.
Critical race theory. Come on, Mike. You remember that was popular?
Oh yeah. But that's a made up theory. That's not a real thing.
Mike, when did Black history become a theory? What are we talking about?
That's not a real thing. Critical race theory is not a real thing. It's made up. Woke. Anytime I hear woke, I think black. Period. Or either if I hear woke, I think of conspiracy theory. Straight up conspiracy theory. And DEI. And you know what's crazy about the DEI that I understood? Like a lot of people think black, but DEI is not really black. DEI is more transgender and white women.
Mike, I want to know, when did anybody you know got a DEI job?
I told you I know two people.
Mike, you know too. I don't know nobody, Mike. I'm gonna keep asking it again. Who have you met in real life got a DEI job?
But see, they were continuing improvement before there was DEI.
Cause
So it kind of was like a lateral, like a step to the side type thing.
so that means like it was a step higher, Mike. It wasn't a serious thing. They were just getting a job just off GP.
Yeah.
So Mike, I didn't know DEI been around since 2011, Mike. We both been out of college a little minute.
Bro, it's
Name
been a
me a
while.
position, Mike, that you knew that you could apply for to get a DEI job. And I don't know no man, no brothers especially got offered anything DEI. Have you ever got a job like that, Mike?
Not at all.
That's what I'm saying. When we hear these words, y'all, we gotta understand what they mean. Chicago, Mike, we know what it means. CRT, Mike, we know what it means. Critical race theory, woke. He's woke. It means black. Y'all just saying to get it over with, Mike. Why we gotta keep going with these miscellaneous things and terms, Mike? We know what it means.
Just say black. Just say black.
Just say it. Just say we don't like ninjas, Mike.
And I'm gonna be real to you. I'm gonna tell you a story that happened to me at work, bro. And I had to set. And I love everybody. I was at work. There's a Caucasian gentleman, a gentleman that derives from the caucus. he made this joke, and I had to shut it down, bro. And I want people to know that look like us, brown, yellow, red, whatever color that you are. If somebody is making a joke that is distasteful to your race and your ethnicity, you got to stand on business immediately. You can't be soft. You can't. And I'm gonna tell y'all the joke. So this man of Caucasian descent, he said, "Hey, my shit is brown 50% of the time. I feel like I'm mixed. I feel like I'm half black." He said, "Can I?" I said, "No, you cannot. And if you say that, I will beat your ass. I will beat your hindparts." I was like, first and foremost, and then he proceeded to tell me a story about how his daughter doesn't really care for him. I was like, that right there, that's why your daughter don't care for you. That's why you have problem with your children. I was like, hey, you saying that right there shows me the character and everything that you have within you of not being somebody for me. I said, because if you can joke like that, what if I was you could joke like that, and a joke, they say a joke shares the truth.
Always does.
So you say you half black because your bowel movement is brown 50% of the time, and then you proceed to ask me, or before I stopped you, you was gonna ask me if you could say the N-word. Come on, friends.
You say it already, fam.
We have to stand on 100% business, bro. We have to stand on. Oops.
Do you think? Keep going. You good? You good?
No. Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened, but we have to stand on business, bro. We cannot let that slide. And I had to let him know. I was like, "Hey, look, bro. I'm not the type of black that you used to, at all. I'm not the we shall overcome black. I'm the we gonna whoop your hindparts black. I'm the we gonna put you in your place black." I was like, you cannot be that way around me and think I'm not gonna stand 10 toes down every single time. And so I share with you, friends, if you are in a predicament like that, don't turn the other cheek. Face it with the same energy, face it with the same vigor, face it with the same response that they giving you, because then we gonna see who back down. It's a game of chicken, and I ain't backing down. I'm gonna keep driving down the highway. But for me standing on business, and I was like, yo, bro, you got me, and I did use some explicitory language. I was like, bro, you got me effed up. I was like, he was like, what are you gonna go to HR? I was like, no, I'm gonna F you up. Like, I'm gonna beat you up. Like, I'm gonna fight you. I'm not my grandparents. I'm not. I'm not. We shall overcome. I'm not kumbaya, and I'm not trying to understand. If you are in those type of situations at work, the time is not to go to HR. The time is to stand on business. Maybe you don't need that job, and I let them know I don't care about this job that much for me not to check you.
I would even go deeper than that, Mike. Once you say I'm gonna say a joke that's kind of racist, I'm gonna be offended.
He didn't even say I'm gonna say a joke that's kind of racist. He just went with it.
Mike, I'm gonna be offended. So let's not even make those type of jokes.
Correct.
You feel
I
me?
was like, hey yo, I don't even play like that.
Straight up.
Period.
I don't joke. I don't say nothing to you. You ain't gonna say nothing to me. We're gonna respect boundaries. We're gonna keep it pushing.
I was like, what are we talking about here? We ain't talking about work.
Nah. If it ain't about that, about the money, I don't want to talk. Mike, I'm gonna go deeper. Remember that former manager at Sherwood and our former employee that we worked with?
Oh
We was looking
man.
at your social. That was a cross. Remember, we had that conversation years ago,
You said
y'all.
looking at my social?
Remember he was looking at it. You was like, bro, I'm gonna look at this. Like, bro, I couldn't even believe when you first told me. Like, hold up, bro, how was that legal?
No, do you remember the conversation when he found out I was a studio engineer?
Mike, I remember.
And he said, "Oh, you must sell drugs because you do music." And he laughed and he thought it was a game. And see, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have brother Malcolm in me at that time.
That's okay.
I had brother Martin, and I went to HR. But as we know, he ain't there today.
For sure. But it just reminded your parts in life how you grow. But like you said, man, when we have these words come up, these dog whistles,
You gotta kill it.
You gotta right
kill
there.
it. You got it. I'm talking about it has to, and you have to meet it with the smallest amount of I'm gonna F you up. Because that's gonna kill it. That's gonna be like, oh, he not playing. Because if you meet it with the we shall overcome, if you meet it with the come on guys, stop playing, they're gonna do it every time.
Facts. And we gotta understand how real it is, Mike, when we had these type of conversations, like this ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing to joke with.
This is how you really feel in your house.
Man.
This is what you say when I'm not. You are comfortable enough to say a joke like that in front of my face. What are you saying behind my back in your confines of your own home?
Mike, you said a mouthful right there.
We have to let these people know. Bro, we have to. I'm talking about y'all. It will behoove you. I'm talking about the attitude is so different around the office now. I let them know, hey, bro, I will F you up on 100. I was like, I'm not going to HR. I hope you can fight, cause I'm gonna beat the brakes off you. Point blank, period. And he was like, come on, man. You know I was just playing. I was like, well, you got the right one, cause I do not play like that.
Don't even joke like that.
I was like, if you and I'm gonna tell you what hit him home, bro. I'm gonna tell you what hurt his feelings. I was like, that right there, that's why you haven't been in your daughter's life for 10 plus years. That right there. That's why your daughter don't bang with you, bro.
Man, Mike went for the juggler. Good Lord, that hurt me, and I wasn't even right there. Good Lord.
Hey, I bet you he
He thought about that when he left.
He walked the chalk line. He hit me the next day like, hey, man, I don't know what got into me. I was like, I know what got into you. You're a racist, bro.
Man,
You're racist. It's cool. I said it's cool because we know where each other stand now.
Hey, Mike, stand on business. Keep going, G. Keep going. You cooking.
I was like, I know that you're a racist, and I'm letting you know I'm super pro-black.
And you know what's funny, Mike? Lead us to our next topic, man. Mike, great story, by the way. Shed alive. Great story. You know, I don't know if you've seen this, Mike. You know, I always keep it current. Elon Musk got on Twitter yesterday, Mike, the first day of Black History Month. People of Europe, join MAGA. Make Europe great again.
Oh, man.
Mike, when did white racism not be global? Elon in the front and taking his mask off and telling you how he really feels. We saw the picture from last week, Mike. It was a gesture. Remember that, Mike? It wasn't the real thing. So, Mike, what's your thoughts on it? Elon said, make MAGA and Europe. Is his not another dog whistle, Mike? Take off.
Bro, it's not even a dog whistle at this point. It's a dog scream. What did Maya Angelou say? When people show you the real them, believe them. He is, and it's so crazy, right? They cannot help but be who they are. For a long time, Elon played the quiet, autistic, smart guy doing electricity.
How many views that got, Mike? 73 million. So
well,
73 million people agreed with that, Mike.
Wow. That's scary.
My,
That's terrifying. That's
all I gotta
terrifying.
say, the Africans, the Caribbeans in the UK, in Europe,
But
dog, will out.
and I'll say this:
Go ahead.
history has the ability to repeat itself when people don't learn from history, right?
Keep
This
cooking.
is this is nothing but exactly a mirror of Adolf Hitler.
Mm.
And if you didn't take heed from World War II, we're gonna be in the same situation where we was. I mean, all you seeing is blind obedience. We saw blind obedience with Hitler. That's how he was able to kill so many. And it didn't start extreme. It started with subtle disenfranchisement. It started with subtle comments. It started with subtle gestures. It started with a little bit of violence here, a little bit of violence there. Next thing you know, he the leader of your country doing things that you really didn't agree with, but you agreed with it.
But you gotta understand, Mike. I'm African. I'm that racism ain't as strong as y'all black people Americans say. Racism ain't as bad. Y'all talk about race too much.
But
You
I'll
know,
say
you know,
this.
you heard it, Mike. I know
I,
you heard it.
I'll
I
say
heard
this.
it.
You gonna look up and we all gonna be like, oh, whoo, how did we get here? I don't even understand that we got here, and it's gonna be worse than Adolf Hitler. It's gonna be worse than Benito Mussolini. It's gonna be worse because if you don't stop it right now, and no one is stopping it, no one is like, hey, bro, you tripping. Love you too, brother. Everybody, ain't nobody like, hey, dog, we saw you throw up the Nazi symbol. Ain't nobody like, hey, bro, what you mean make Europe great again? Ain't nobody been like, hold on, hold on,
Like
hold
if
on,
you in
hold on.
Europe right now and you a black person, your ears should be up.
I'm
73
telling
million people up. Agree with that, Mike.
73, bro. Do you know how? First of all, 1 million of anything is a lot. First of all, we have came to the consensus when Diddy had 1,000 baby oils. 1,000 of anything is a lot. 73 point million. That's populations. That's cities. That's states. That's countries of
Mike,
people
all I
believing
hear,
in this rhetoric. If we don't stop this now, we gonna be in trouble.
Mike,
And I
I'm
hate
thinking,
this.
Mike,
It's
I
too
hate to
late.
say it's too
I
late.
think it's too late.
If you are over there and you are African, because you know most black people don't live in Europe,
Time to go.
you better be your P's and Q's.
Time to
It's time
go.
to go. Mike said it right. It's time to go. It's because
It's been time to go
you're right.
because the people and the Africans and the Mexicans and the Asians. Hey,
All right.
first of all, I'll say this: Trump ain't just getting the Hispanics out of here. He getting everybody, lottie dottie, everybody. If you are, if you ain't in this country the right way, you gone. And I will say I haven't seen that many European descent, Caucasus descent people being get kicked out, but I've been hearing about Asians. I've been hearing about Africans. I've been hearing about many different ethnicities getting the boot. Not just the Spanish, not just the Mexicans. I'm talking about everybody is getting the boot. Pow! So, but this is what happens when you let people with money and power dictate how the world is ran.
You cooking, Mike. For me, Mike, it's more dog whistle. Like you said, we just went over there. It's good we went into the DEI first, Mike, because we are aware when we hear these words. Many people think it ain't me. No, they talking about y'all. Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, got on Twitter and said, "Make Europe great again." Huh? That should
And,
be.
and right then and there, somebody said we canceling. Somebody said like we canceling them. We cancel, bro. Adolf
You ain't
Hitler
heard of
did
Pete, Mike?
this.
Have you heard of Pete? I'm talking about it.
Adolf because he's white.
I know, Mike, but what I'm saying is this: we're having constant conversation. What's going on? If you are over there living life like it's normal, you don't understand that dog whistle that was sent out, those words, that conversation. That's a scary thing.
Hey, the advice I have to give to people that look like me and you: get your gun
Mm,
because they believe in the Second Amendment, and we all have the right to bear arms. Practice how to shoot. Go to target practice every week.
mm.
every week.
Facts.
Learn because I'm gonna tell you what, our white counterparts have been shooting since they've been 2 and 3 years old. So
Facts.
y'all need to, and I'll say I'm thankful for my father being was in the military because I have been shooting since I'm 4. I can hit the target from 200 yards away. We need to invest in these type of things because this is just year 1. We got 3 more years of this.
Mike, who say we won't have more?
I feel like
Mike, who said Trump ain't gonna say I'm coming back to back?
I feel like this is gonna be the. I feel like this is gonna be
coming back to back. Mike, come on.
This is gonna be the end of democracy as we know it. This
Mike,
is gonna
who
be the end of
said he won't come
democracy.
back to back, Mike?
He legally he can't, but I feel like with what
Mike,
he doing,
legally the 14th Amendment was good 2 weeks ago, Mike. It was good about a week ago. Mike, we're in a different time. 2 years
I say
ago,
if you stay asleep during this time,
Mike,
we deserve everything that's happening to us.
Mike,
Because
you know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, if you had a felony, you couldn't get a job. We're in a different time, Mike. We gotta understand what we.
He got 34 felonies and he's running the free world.
Got the job. Everything that we taught, Mike, was BS. We understand that, right? Everything that we taught, everything we've been educated on is BS. Trump is exposing that.
It's up in smoke.
Mike, is for sure. And the reason why I say that, Mike, before I really get you going, man, I gotta let you see a video. G, get you some water, some coffee, and you go ahead. I'm gonna play some.
I'm good, bro. I'm on fire. Why are we the only podcast talking about this?
Bro, that's why we different, G. You feel me? That's why we come here. We talk about the fact.
Okay, I wanted to do a public acknowledgement, and I want to go ahead and post this over.
If you don't know, Mike, we had an Asian persuasion disrespecting Martin Luther King, and she got G-Packed. So I want you to see that before you respond to it. This is her giving her apology, quote unquote letter.
X as well, and tag this person. So they decided to create a legal fund where they want to sue me for defamation of Martin Luther King Jr. Long story short, you guys can read the letter. Pretty much they're saying that I did that video to monetize off of the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Long story short, they're saying that my video is very misleading. They want 2 things from me: a public apology to the estate of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes.
Post it across all of my social media. And then they want me to stop talking about Martin Luther King Jr. First thing I want to say is I don't make money off of Martin Luther King Jr.'s video that you're claiming. And TikTok doesn't monetize this video at all. My X account is not monetized. My Instagram account is not monetized. So your statement of claiming that I make money off that video is false. I'm in contacts with my attorney, and after I speak with my attorney, I will then proceed to do what is correct, according to my attorney's advice. Now, if they state all the things and based on what they discover, if I'm in the wrong, I'll be the first to apologize. Once everything is reviewed and checked out by my attorneys, then I will proceed forward according to what my attorney suggests. Until then, because you trying to claim that I'm this person trying to cause harm, I did private the video until this is all handled correctly. Oh, and if this is your attempt to tag me across all my socials to try to embarrass me, I create content about politics on social media. Much like how I judge the politicians and the celebrities, I suspected that I would be judged for what I'm doing. So in no shape or form do I have ego to think that I am a perfect...
Mike, talk to me.
You should be doubling down. How dare you disgrace the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King? We have people doing that all the time. But I will say that apology is going to come sooner or later, sweetheart. You thought we was playing? We suing. We playing y'all game. Y'all taught us this. Y'all taught us this. And I hope you get what you deserve. Because if you are essing, hey, I've been doing better without cussing, bro. I hope you pray.
I know you have. I'm catching you. Go ahead and keep cooking. Don't stop.
If you are essing on the legacy, then you should get essed on. Hey, we standing 10 toes down. You talk about you gonna talk to an attorney. What you need to do is apologize right now for Black Twitter getting handled. Do you know Black Twitter will cancel you so quick, and it will be the end of the road? What did Boys and Men say? How can we go? It's the end of the road for you, sweetheart. Right. It's the end of the road for you. How dare you? You talk about you speak on political situations. Okay, that is political situations. That's a different box. Don't you dare speak on Martin Luther King.
And Mike, what she said for a little background, Mike. The
Please.
documents that were reading about Martin Luther King was about him being an adulterer. So the people that killed Martin Luther King released a document saying he was cheating and hoeing and tricking. So let me get
We
this
are
straight. You believe the government what they said about him
right.
before you even got the proof, and you go on social media speaking on somebody that's not in your culture?
Correct.
So who do you think you are when he has children still living?
You should be speaking on. Oh man, it was about to be terrible. Never mind. I can't even.
You don't got to finish the filler words, Mike. You good, baby.
No,
But
no, no. I was about to say she should be speaking on Asian culture. How y'all get y'all right so good? Speak on
let's
that.
go. Keep going.
Speak on that. But my thing is this: if he was adultering, whoremongering, whatever have you, womanizing, okay, cool. But that does not take away from the great legacy of what he did in America. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all worried about the wrong things. Y'all trying to, okay, Martin Luther King was up here. Men that is not of his statue have cheated on their wives. Men of not of his statue, regular regents have did these things. But what you not gonna do is try to belittle this man and take away from what he has done in the great country of America. And I think you should get everything that it has not been physically proven. So I think you should go ahead and get what you deserve, and you should cry over spilled milk or spilled soy or whatever it is, or sake or whatever it is that you got, and you get what's coming to you. And what's coming to you is a hefty lawsuit because he still has children that are alive, and you have defamed his character. And you may not have got any red cent. However, the fact that you did it, you should get that spanking of that legality.
Yes, sir. Mike, I couldn't have said it better myself. It's just the comfortableness of speaking on somebody that passed away. That was killed and murdered, boo. Mike, that was assassinated. Why
By
did
the
you do
government. It has been proven that he was assassinated by
it?
our government. And you're gonna be like, by the
Mike,
way,
that's the book.
he cheated on his wife. Okay. So what?
And the
So
point that
what?
you got online and felt so comfortable with doing that, and then when somebody of his family reprimanded you, you getting your feelings?
My thing is this. Was you there?
Mm,
Was you there?
I got something better, Mike. What other black issues do you speak on, man?
Correct.
Don't
How
just
can
speak
you
on
how can you
what you
speak
think is
on
bad.
black issues? Period.
Facts. Do
Who
you
gave
speak
you
on
the
anything
who
else?
gave you the license and the authority to speak on anything that is not of your cultural background? That's my problem, bro. That's what I got going on in life. Like, who are these people and who gave them the credibility to speak on anything black? You're not black. You will never understand what it is to be black, and you will never understand the situation of being black in America or in the world. So how can you speak on it?
Mm,
And just
fact.
because, hey, you might have dated a black man in your past, but that doesn't give you a pass.
Big fact.
That don't give you who you hunching and loving. Don't give you the license to speak on anything that we got going on.
Big fact.
We ain't speaking on that in your culture. They throw away women. And
Mm.
I'll say this: you lucky you ain't get thrown away, but maybe you should have, because you're speaking on the great Dr. Martin Luther King.
Big facts though. It's too much comfortable with disrespect, and I'm gonna say it again. He has children, relatives, and family still living. When do we
Correct.
speak on dead icons like that?
Correct.
And do you speak on and I'll say it again, Mike. What other black issue that is a big deal do you speak on?
Hey, look, we ain't speaking on Ho Chi Man or whatever she got going on.
You speaking on anything else? That's
I
my
don't know
thing.
that.
Don't come in over here and throw dirt on one of our immortal icons that made it comfortable for you and your people. Don't do that.
Right.
If you
Right.
gonna speak all the way. And then get on the live, Mike, I ain't gonna apologize until my
Hey,
time. You ain't gonna
it's
apologize.
okay. It's okay. As Boys and Men also said, bended knee, dog. We gonna come for. I think 2025, bro. I think the black culture should just finally stand up, and we should come for blood on anything and everything, bro.
Big facts, Mike. Big facts, man. And close that out for me, Mike. Close that out for what you think about the on
Hey,
that subject, man.
I think we should have a FUBU mindset, for us, by us. If you not by us or for us, shut the F up. Point
Mm,
blank period.
mm.
Shut your mouth.
My,
Shut your mouth.
mm.
Because when you start seeing me speak on how to fry rice and all that, you gonna be like, hey, bro, you're not of the culture. Cool. You not of the culture. You won't dare. You won't with them. You won't marching in the streets. You won't trying to understand the civil rights movement, but you speaking on adultery. It's a million people that commit adultery a day, but you gonna speak on an icon and a legend. His kids are still alive. You don't know what type of hurt that will bring them, even if it's true. Let's pretend that it's true. Who cares?
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, this man was amazing. This
Yes.
man created the movement for the civil rights, the March on Washington, the Montgomery bus boycott. He is an icon and a legend. How dare you tarnish his name? Even if it's a known fact, we ain't speaking on it.
Big
And
facts.
if we ain't speaking on it, why are you speaking on it?
Love it, Mike. Love it, man. Love it. Mike, you took off. You had a lot to say last week, man. Your boy is being reprimanded. I definitely had to get an update. If you ain't know, Mike, Twitch took him away. Lost on his endorsements, and he been I ain't seen him nowhere.
Good.
Your thoughts, baby.
I applaud Twitch. I applaud every business. I applaud everybody who spanked that man. No homo. Whatever. I applaud the swift actions of a predator, and I'm still not satisfied. Okay, you losing money. Who is gonna whoop his A? Because that still gotta happen. And I'm gonna be honest with you, DJ Academics. I pray to God I see you in the street, because I got something for you. Point blank, period. You're a predator. You're a pedophile. You were talking very disgustingly to a child, and you need to be dealt with. I pray that you don't make no more money on any platform. I pray that God handles you swiftly. I pray that this is just the beginning, and I pray that you get dealt with as a pedophile should. That's all I gotta say about it. But I'm glad that it happened, and I hope that it happens some more, and I hope that it will be extremely hard for you to make any type of money, because I do not like what you represent, and I do not like what you stand for. And if you're willing to do this and people are supporting you, all of y'all should go to hell. Point blank, period.
Strong words by Mike. I'm gonna go ahead and get off on the back end, man. Mike, for me, it speaks more to why. Remember, he was the main one going at K-Dot.
Correct.
He was the main one being on Team Drake. They doing this and doing that. He was the main one talking crazy. So now, when this real life situation happens, it lets me know about you, Ak. And it also says a lot to me, Mike, that you've been quiet, bro.
Correct.
You ain't said nothing. You've been crystal quiet. You ain't made a comment. You ain't made a post. You ain't said nothing.
Good. Keep not saying nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when we hear these things and see them in real time, I know how you feel, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it that way. And I like when people show how they feel, Mike. The reason why I like it when they show how they feel, Mike, I don't know about you, big dog. I like my racism out in the open.
I love it out in the open because I know
I
how to
don't want
deal
to
with
be
you.
wondering, Mike. You
I
like
know how to deal with you. I know how to handle you.
I just want to know. I want to know, Mike.
Hey.
If you playing me, please
Keep
don't let
it
me
on
go.
Hey, I want to know if you're racist, so I know that I need to have my glove and my powder so I can slap the hell out of you.
And Mike, some of these people are showing their true colors, Mike. And I want to show it right here, Mike. Fair use, always. Fair use, Mike.
Lately, I have seen a lot of videos of black people making fun of Mexicans for what's happening right now with Mexican people. I have also seen black people make videos talking about Mexicans. Don't come to us for help because we're not helping.
Correct.
Well, Mexicans are not alone. They have Honduran people, they have Salvadorian people, they have Guatemalan people, they have Nicaraguan people, and a whole bunch of other countries that are willing to join forces with the Mexican people. Black people, what makes you think that Mexicans are going to come running to y'all for help? What for? Y'all black people can't even help yourselves. That's wild. Mexican people are hardworking people. Mexican people stick together. They make it work. That's the total opposite of a black person. You want to call me racist? Go right ahead. I'm just keeping it real. Like I said, Mexican people are not alone. They have all of us. What makes you think that a Mexican will say, "Oh, okay, well, we have the blacks. Let's go to them." Come on now. Y'all don't even trust each other. What makes you think that a Mexican will trust you if you don't even trust your brother? Get your popcorn ready and watch how Mexicans make this work.
Hold up, Mike, before you take off. I got one more for you, Mike. One more. One more. And you know, my other man. Hold on, Mike. I got that. I want you to let that marinate for a second, Mike. I got another one for you to see before we take off. I know you're going to go off on this subject. One more, baby. One more. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
My immigrant brothers and sisters, I know you're not felons. I know you're not
That's the
criminals,
actor, dude.
drug dealers. You're the hardest working people in America. You inspire me. And I feel pain for your plight. Nobody gets a joy of seeing you picked up and handcuffed. It breaks my heart to see Latin people, Latin bodies being treated this way. We're 70 million Latin people, United States citizens, 10 million immigrants. We need to stand up for each other. We need to stand up. You can't be quiet during this presidency. You need to act up, speak up, and fight. And do whatever powers we have, whatever tools we have to use them. I'm with you. I feel very offended by this attack on immigrants, and especially because the majority of them are Latin immigrants who look just like me, who could be my cousin, who could be my aunt, my uncle, my nephews. It's insulting and demeaning to our whole race as a people, as an ethnic group, and we cannot stand for it. It dehumanizes us. He calls us animals and criminals. It's disgusting and it's unacceptable, and we can't allow it. Even if we have to speak out and fight against this language and this dehumanization of our people.
Take off, Mike.
Now it's disgusting. Now it's terrible. Now we need to do something about it. First and foremost, I'm gonna go to the dude that we saw at first. My boy, you didn't say anything that we haven't said about ourselves. Period. You right. We don't stick together. You right. We ain't got nothing to offer right now because we messed up. You were right. But I will say this. We just saying don't ask us or look for us to help. And you named all them groups of people, and all them groups of people gotta go too.
Mike, before you even go there, why are you mentioning us if you ain't worried about it?
That's what I'm saying.
You said all those comments to say something disrespectful.
Correct. Because you
feel
ain't
what
had
I
to
mean?
mention us not one bit.
It ain't our battle right now.
He could have just said Guatemalans, Honduras, Ecuadorians, Mexicans, all my Spanish people. We need to stick together. Cool.
No problem.
Great. Yes,
But
I
when you
do.
go into be disrespectful,
Black
and
people who would even now I will say this. I have to agree 100% on the things that he called out that are our deficiencies. But we already know
right,
those.
everybody got. If y'all was so together, why are you afraid to go back home then?
Correct.
That's what loses me, Mike. If that was true, 100%, Mike, we ain't afraid to go back. Mike ain't afraid to go back to what we got to go to.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. At least y'all got a place to go back to.
Mike,
they stole us from our countries. We don't even know what home is, and if we got sent there, we ain't even a collective group that we could even unify.
well,
Great.
Mike, even that point though, Mike, we're not afraid to unify. You are calling out somebody that's not attacking you.
Correct.
That's what.
You
that's
wanna
why
know why?
I'm losing.
You want to know why?
Go ahead.
Because when a hurt dog is gonna holler. What was y'all and the actor dude? I know you're giving a call to action. But what was this call to action when this was affecting other ethnicities and other groups? Now all of a sudden it's like we need to stand together. We shouldn't put up with this. When we was getting busted our head in the civil rights, when we are still being disenfranchised, low education, called niggas, being just tore down. Where have our Latin brothers and sisters been like, hey, we need to stand up for the blacks? Stop. Nah, now all of a sudden it's happening to you. And now all of a sudden we need to stand up. We need to fight this administration. Man, We've been telling y'all we need to fight this. We shall overcome all this time. But now that is happening to you. Now we gotta stand up. Now we gotta fight. Now we gotta go against the administration and the powers that be. And now, like, come on, bro. How how many dollars did you put towards racial discrepancies? Period. Now all of a sudden it's 70 million legal people here and 10 million immigrants. Yeah, them 10 million people gotta go. Gotta go.
I'm gonna go deeper, Mike. I'm gonna tell you something that bothers me before even that point. Why do y'all keep acting like black people don't work hard?
Correct.
I don't like that comment from the beginning. We work, Mike. You work hard. I work hard. Why do you keep acting like y'all don't? We work hard too, bro.
First of all,
I don't like that comment.
the foundation of America was built on our backs. Y'all came over here, quote, y'all came over here voluntarily for a better life. We did not have that opportunity. Like you said, oh, hardworking people. Every ethnicity.
My daddy don't work hard. Mike's daddy don't work hard. Mike don't work hard.
Every ethnicity is a hardworking group.
Why you keep saying it like no? I don't like that. I don't like that, Mike. Like I work hard every day to provide and do for our family. Mike work hard every day.
Bro, I got 4 jobs. How much harder can I work?
Isn't it? So when you make that statement, why are you acting like that's an exclusive comment?
It's not. And it's
Like
only exclusive because you do the jobs that quote unquote Americans don't want to do. They're dumb. And I would say this, there's not a culture in America that doesn't work hard. If you providing for your family and if you making money to provide for children and a wife or even yourself, you're working hard by definition.
Facts. That's what gets me, Mike. And the second part, the issue is not with Black Americans. We ain't saying we don't have that rhetoric of that. The issue is with the main, the majority.
Correct.
Why do you keep calling? We don't make policy.
We ain't made no rules. We ain't even telling you get out. We ain't even like, hey, y'all gotta go.
Man, Mike, it's like Candyman. They don't want to say it. I ain't seen that one call white people out. Call them out.
They won't. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because the white savior, the black man it's easy to jump on a bandwagon and hate one culture, right? The black man is the most hated. The black woman is the most hated. The black group, period, is the most hated and the most disenfranchised. Even when other groups are being disenfranchised, they always want to shit. I mean, they always want to stink on us, right? They always want to, oh, the black man, they're lazy. How lazy are we in every invention that you ever use? Every item that you have in your house, almost everything that you have to use on a daily basis was created by us. In some form or fashion. So how can we be lazy? We built Washington, D.C. We built the White House, the Capitol. We built the road systems. We built the gas mask. We built the seasons that you put in your food. We built the power washer, the stoplight. Like, it goes on and on, but we are a lazy group of people. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even have light in your house.
I agree, Mike. I just think even hearing that subject is crazy. Like, what my ears perked up immediately, Mike. Like I said, you saying what you saying, but you ain't calling on white folk. And then you say hard working like we don't work hard.
Why don't you just be?
You know what I'm saying? Like where's all? Man, listen, everybody work hard. Everybody working hard. Stop acting like you work harder than everybody else. Stop that.
You don't. You just do the jobs. You just do the jobs that we don't want to do.
And you put your money up, actor. You always speaking up on issues. Put your money up.
Right.
When you
I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't even. Who are you, bro? You play stupid roles all the time. You don't even play serious roles. You play the Spanish clown. In the majority of your roles, you play the Spanish clowns. Who made you the call to action guy? Who made it? Who made you the call to action guy when you play asinine roles? Now you're the call to action guy.
Big facts, man. Big fact. I just had to see it, man, Mike, in real time, because like I said, I'm tired of hearing about it, man. Acting like we don't work hard, we ain't doing this. Call out white folk. That's it. Say what they said. Go to action. Have the same energy towards them. Y'all ain't said we ain't calling black people out, but y'all calling us out. Y'all saying slick comment.
Stop putting us in it. This ain't got nothing to do with us
Hold
at all.
on, wait.
Hey,
Throw
the
your
one,
weight around.
hey, least the one thing I can say about us, hey, we tell the truth about the white man and how we get disenfranchised.
Facts, Mike. It ain't truth to power. Ain't no need hiding it.
But I'm with you, Terrell. If you mention anything that's going on with the Spanish community, leave us out of it. We ain't got nothing to do. We've been disenfranchised for so many. It's like we already a hurt dog.
Come
Why
on.
you gonna throw a rock at us? And
Come on.
you
feel me, Mike? Like, why are we doing that?
You just are now feeling what we felt for years and years and years. And I'm gonna be 100 with you. I personally don't feel sorry. Like, I feel bad that people are getting taken away from their homes and their families. Cool. But we've been taken away from our homes, our families. We've been getting beat.
He's burned down, Mike.
We've been getting killed. Hey, y'all niggas ain't getting, y'all niggas ain't
lynched.
Y'all had the opportunity and choice to come over here. So until you didn't have the opportunity and choice, until you didn't have a systematic of laws to disenfranchise you, until you haven't had the things that have happened to us happen to you, bro, leave us out of it. And like T said, if you're gonna call a spade, talk about the person that's disenfranchising you. Period. Call them out. This ain't right, white man.
I got something deep to say too, Mike. And this is, when I got in the bag, Mike, you know how we do. Share the live, y'all. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Hit us up on everything. Black people, y'all, are in reality, are the model minority. Let me cook, Mike. We don't get any handouts from anything. Have we ever got any benefits, Mike? Have we ever got a leg up? Who has the moral authority to speak on issues in America because they have been aggrieved? We have been discriminated against. We, in actuality, Mike, as they call others the model minority, they get help. We don't get help, Mike. Have never got reparations just due. We had to fight tooth and nail for everything. So we talk about model minorities in this country that try to live up to the standard. Who else can do it besides us? Who else can speak and stand on business besides most black people in America? They can't. We've had cities burned down, lynch, redline, all of these things happen to us. And we've still chose a positive path, Mike. Of course, we have our troubles like every other community. But that ain't defining who us are. Look at our leaders. Look at our civil rights. Look at everything that we had going on. Look at our positive impact on the world globally. We are the model minority of America. So when people come to us, Mike, and say, we work hard, we work hard. 240 years of enslavement, Mike, ain't working hard.
Right.
Being lynched because you want a job ain't working hard.
Right.
The great migration, moving around the bigger cities, seeking opportunities, mean they ain't working hard, Mike.
Right.
You in the South, going to big factory jobs, doing the war, and stepping up, and being discriminated against me, you ain't working hard. So when you
count y'all as a real person.
Come on,
they counted us as 3/5.
So when you make statements like that, we understand y'all being aggrieved. And we're not anti that, Mike. We're not saying that. We are saying speak to the people and stand on business who are grieving.
Correct.
Stop beating around the bush. Say what you feel. Stand on business.
Right.
Don't come to us saying, oh, black people, we don't need your help. No, y'all need. Speak to them and say what you need.
Correct.
That's the issue I have with it.
And we ain't offering help. We ain't offering help.
Go ahead and cook, G. Go ahead and cook.
Stop saying we don't need your help because we ain't offering help. Y'all ain't offering help. Figure it out on your own. I love my Spanish people. I got Spanish people in my family, bro.
We ain't anti-Spanish, Mike. We just saying what it is, man. If we can't address the issue, this is not anti. I love my people too, Mike. But the people they got speaking and they're saying comments, slick body comments.
Yeah, stop mentioning this, bro. Figure this out on your own. Hey,
like boy nearly got lynched, Mike, publicly. We speaking on our own. We don't step out and say nothing. Daniel Penny still in these streets. We speaking on that, right?
Y'all don't say nothing every time a black person get murdered. Y'all ain't marching. Y'all may be marching in the streets with us for a little bit, but come on, man. On these hard issues, y'all quiet. But y'all continuously say, we don't need your help. You don't need our help, but you need to understand how we handle business.
Mm.
and handle it that way.
Mm. Let Mike cook. Now, I mean, that's the whole thing about me, Mike. Like I said, these videos, people might not think about them like that, but we gotta address those comments when they say, "Oh, I'm doing this." We do that too.
Yeah,
My
we've been
daddy
doing
worked
it
hard. My
for
daddy worked hard.
years.
Stop being disrespectful.
Bro, my daddy didn't work 12 hours
Come on.
plus at the shipyard, hard, grew back in labor. And you trying to say we don't work hard? We have built America for all of you to eat more than we have eaten. We have built America to the point where you can come in as a immigrant and get better treatment than us.
DACA programs, all that stuff for sure.
Y'all
all that.
first of all, y'all people come in here, get a social security card, get 800 credit score. We can't even get that.
Facts, man.
You get 800 credit score, you ain't even, your kids get the best education that we can offer, and we had to fight to even get the same type of schools. Y'all can just come in and go to school. Y'all can just come in, y'all can just come to America, go to school. Y'all can just walk down the street, get a construction job. Y'all can open a business, get a business loan, and be able to do the things that the white man could do that we had to fight to just be able to sit in the same room. We had to fight and march down the street just to be able to ride the bus. Y'all motherfuckers can ride the bus and sit anywhere you want to because of us. Y'all can sit in any building. Y'all can sit in any seat. Y'all can go to any diner, eating establishment, and feel like a basic human being because of us. Because of us. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and we have been wearing the crown for far too long.
I need some gunshots over here, Mike. You going off right now. We need to get that. We need to get them. I need to get it for you, Mike. We got the upgrades coming. We got them coming, Mike. Right there, you need to
gunshots. I'm just saying, everything that you're allowed to do in this country,
blood has been filled for.
Because we have done a blood, sweat, and tears to make it comfortable for you to live in this country and do the things that you do, to get the education that you have, to get the tax breaks that you get, to live in the cushy neighborhoods that you're able to live in. We could not live in those. We could not ride the bus without sitting in the back. We had to have white, black only. We couldn't even go to the lunch counter and sit with these people. Hell, Disney World was for whites only at one point in time. Your children can come to America and go to Disney World freely and don't even have to be a citizen of the United States.
What you say is a lack of respect, Mike.
You just now running for your lives. You just now running from danger. We've been in danger this whole time. You need to respect us for standing 10 toes down and taking the brunt of the blow for you.
Mike cooked on that one, man. Mike, let him cook, Mike. Let him cook. My closing thoughts, Mike, is this, man. It's one thing for you to earn and say what y'all doing, which I completely agree with. But when you act like you are doing so much more than the other people, it's disrespectful.
You're not doing more at all, because we've done it already. You can't recreate the wheel. The wheel has already been created.
So when you do that, that's what I get offended. I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through. There's no disrespect behind that. We ain't laughing about that. But speak to the ills that is happening to people that are doing it.
And stop
making comments. And there you go, Mike. That's it. That's the closing thoughts, man. Work on the legacy like we had to, because we were gunned down. We same thing, blood being spilled. We've been experienced that 10 times over. That's it.
Hell, we wish they would kick us out the damn country. Shit.
Standing on business. It ain't gonna happen, Mike. I ain't going nowhere. We paid too much. This our homeland, Mike. What you mean? Mike, if you ain't seen your president, he's standing on business, Mike. He removed and letters. You seen that? I wish I heard the gun sounds for your boy. Did you see that, Mike? LGB only. He removing the rest. Wow. When Trump said he's standing on two genders, Mike, he said it's a mother change. Mike, your thoughts. They removing the other letters. Trump is standing on business.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Ain't playing games.
To my gay allies and all and whatever you feel like calling yourself, I humbly say this. I think all the lettering got kind of carried away. I think, and I don't want you to take this personally, but I think we let a lot of feelings get in the way. I feel like I'm a woman. I feel like I'm a man. I feel like I'm a her. I feel like I'm a he. At the end of the day, you are what God created you to be. And truly, truly, I don't agree with some of this stuff, but at the same time, I think a line should been drawn in the sand, and that's what is being happening. Like the line is being drawn in the sand because it was getting carried away. It was too much going on. I don't think that if you are a natural born man that you should be allowed to go in a bathroom with women for sexual predatory representation. I think it should be this or that. I personally was doing construction and I got a little offended because I was building bathrooms. If those of you don't know, I have like 4 jobs. So one of my jobs is construction. And we were building bathroom partitions, non-gender bathrooms, at an elementary school. I think that's way too much. I think that is way too much. I think the mind of a child is soft and is malleable, and you are putting things in the child's mind that the child should not be thinking about at all. I think a child should not have to worry about going to the bathroom as a he, her, or him. Like you got kids saying, I'm a girl, I need to go to the girls' bathroom. No, you need to worry about this lesson. You don't need to worry about you're 8 years old. You don't understand these things. And I think what y'all have created is a space for it to make the child's mental be obscured. And I cannot agree with that at all. And I am a somebody that has alliance and somebody that has gay friends. And even some of the friends that I have don't agree with all this rhetoric that is going on. I got a friend that was like, I don't know why Obama made gay marriage legal. I don't even want to get married. Like I think we have the train has derailed and we have gotten away from what y'all really want. And we have just let it go and it has been crazy.
Mm. Great context, Mike. For me, I'm gonna go a different route with it. To me, it's too much conversation about that other than other issues we got going on.
Correct.
Not saying this issue is not big in their community, which it is, but this issue does not supersede making children well-rounded. It
Correct.
does not supersede our housing crisis, everything that we got going on, Mike. We have a lot more bigger issues to everybody else outside of their community.
And if
I
you
think
speak ill against it, they cancel. Like, who are you to cancel somebody?
it's just too much. You know what I'm saying, Mike? It's like your emergency is not my emergency.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? So
It was
that
given
is
way too much power.
way too much
Way
power.
too much
So
power.
now they are having to overcorrect. You know, when you get in the car, y'all, when they say you got to overcorrect to get back on the road,
Yes.
that's what we're having to do now. That issue was an issue in y'all community that was a big deal. We understand that, Mike. We're not a part of the community. We respect it. Like you said, Mike, I ain't really got no feelings towards it. We respect it. But now the issue has been talked about too much that now children and other accommodations had to be had. Now people are overcorrecting and saying we're not doing that anymore.
Correct.
That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the pendulum swing back heavily.
We need to see the pendulum swing back, bro. When it start, and like I said, you got the right. If you want to be a chair, be a chair. If you want to be a woman. But when all of that starts, like the other day, it was somebody that genuinely looked like a dude. Like you could tell it was a dude. Dude got mad. I was like, "How you doing, sir?" I go by the pronouns of she and her. Hey, look, bro, from far away, you look like a man, and I don't even like. I ain't even trying to get into all of that, and you should not be offended because God made you a man. Like, I just feel like it's a lot of feelings. Like we put laws and mandates in place for the way people feel that they should be. It's a feeling. It's
Facts.
a feeling.
No, I got you. I got you. No, you ain't wrong, bro. And I also want to say part two, Mike. I think absolutely you give great context, man. Part two, he making Obama and Joe Biden legacy worse.
Correct.
Every time you say your hands tied, I can't do this, I need time. Trump saying we don't need no time.
Trump ain't asking for permission. He ain't letting the Senate or Congress vote. He is and one thing you gotta get this man, he making shit happen.
Mike, day one, he said free the guys, Mike.
Free the guys, free
Didn't
gang
he say
gang.
free the guys? Free the gang. January 6th, free them. He put a letter to them and said, free them, Mike, and they got free. What you want to happen, you can make happen.
Hey, and you know what's crazy? He said, you better not fly that LGBT flag. You better not fly that Black Lives. And I will be 100 with you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even really mad about that because in other countries, they ain't flying other flags, but their own. But their own.
For sure.
But their own. They
For
ain't
sure.
flying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they flying LGBT flag on the Capitol building.
It's
They
too
flying.
much.
And I'm not against y'all at all, but it's a
sure.
time and a place for that.
It's just too much. It's overbearing. Like I said, Mike, it's overbearing, man. And like I said, it is being right now. It may feel like they're being targeted, but it's an overcorrection. We ain't worried about raising kids right, Mike. We ain't worried about teaching kids manners. We ain't worried about making sure they raise right. We ain't making sure teaching them how to act. We worried about sexual orientation. It's too much.
Let me ask you this though.
Talk to me.
When it comes to entertainment and television, right? I don't mind y'all being represented at all. You can have gay Tony at the diner and he can have a storyline, right? But when did it come mandatory for a show to be on TV and in order for, I'm talking about, it could be the greatest show ever, and all of a sudden the show will just take a left turn and be on some gay shit, and I'm okay with that. But god damn, every show,
Yeah, like you said, Mike, it's an overcorrection.
every show, it's like they stop the script and be like, I'm talking about the show could be fantastic, and they be like, hold up, we gotta have some super duper extra crazy gay stuff. Like,
What you're saying is not, it's valid, Mike. And like I said, Mike, I'm gonna keep going back to the same point, Mike. It's an overcorrection.
it has
We're
to be an
trying to make-
overcorrection. We went down the rabbit hole on that, and I don't appreciate the manner that it's being done, but it has to be done. It has, and I'm just saying, like, y'all got rights just like everybody else, but come on, bro. Like, you're chastising people. You have the belief to believe anything that you want to believe, but if I disagree with your belief, why do you crucify me? I'm allowed to disagree with you.
I'm gonna drop a word in everybody's lexicon. I want you to look up, Mike. We are currently in heterophobia. Heterophobia. You ever heard that word? Heterophobia will mean you have a anti against heterosexual relationships. Right now, we are seeing that, like you said, Mike, being practiced in real time, where alternative lifestyles are being crowbarred into scripts. It's crowbarred in, like you said, Mike. Why is it so? It's overbearing almost. It's okay if it's natural, if it's organic, and we see it. But every time.
I'm talking about, bro. I was watching the show, and I'm talking about, dude was heterosexual. All of a sudden, and the show is called The Jackal. It's a very good show, right? Watching the show, he's a contract killer. He killing people. He's shooting people up. Bang, bang, bang. All of a sudden, this nigga just has a whole gay relationship out of nowhere. He got like a wife and kid. He got a wife and kid and everything. And I was like, they could have left that, like, you know what I'm saying? They it's like you put too much seasoning on something, right? It's like, yo, you did not have to put that in there to make the show good. The show was already good. Like, it could, like you saying, it could be natural. Like Tony at the cafe could be gay and kiss a man. Cool, boom. But it's like, if every main character in the show don't have to have some type of homosexual experience, then it's not a good show. I agree that we need representation for all. But at the end of the day, when is enough is enough. Like, I was watching TV, a children's show, and it was two gay dads. And I was like, okay. Like, it's not that it's not okay, but come on, bro. Like, what are we teaching our children? Like, we supposed to be land of the free, home of the brave, and we supposed to be a Christian or a religious country. What is going on?
I got you. Wrap that up, Mike. What you think about the topic of how Trump 47 standing on business? What you think, G?
I think he needs to continue to stand on business in certain aspects. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. You could be represented, but you don't have to fly that flag on government buildings.
Mm,
In other countries, you cannot do stuff like that.
facts. You right.
Period. You ain't seen Russia flying no other flags on the government building. They flying the Russian flag. You ain't seen China flying no flags
And
on
you
the
know
government.
China stand no business.
You ain't seen China. You ain't seen
You
Korea.
gotta say it right though, Mike. China. You gotta say it right.
China. You ain't seeing these other countries
You
do
right.
that. But
You right.
it's still represented. But it's a difference. Like, come on, man. You can be gay all you want to, but we ain't gotta fly that flag on government buildings.
Man, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, Mike. Great synopsis, Mike. Great synopsis, Mike. Man, Mike, we got to go back to the UK right quick. Mike, if you ain't heard, have you heard of this cat named Central C?
Oh yeah, the rapper.
Mike, I ain't know who he was. Number one, you know I hate their music. I don't know if you know, Mike. Any of that UK
All
trash,
that music is straight drill music.
great garbage, Mike. But then, Mike, why are they getting disrespectful, Mike? I'm gonna show you what I mean. Fair use.
Me, I'm humble in it, but at the same time, I like to think that man put like a lot of man onto the night tech thing. And you see the influence even in like America and that now. Like, people be rocking the text like it's like they're us. It's perfect timing as well, really. Like you can't. It's the same. I guess it's the same thing applies. When you can't rush straight.
Mike, what?
What did he influence?
Mike, you rapping like Black Americans. What are you talking about, bro?
You got, bro. I seen a picture with him with cornrows.
Bro, night text ain't popping.
I ain't seen a nigga in the Nike Tech in a long time.
Bro, what are you? First off, bro, you not even hard. You are mimicking Chief Keef and them with drill culture. Let's keep it real, man. Let me get in my boozy balls, man. What influence Americans? You are copying American culture. Rap is not y'all. Hip hop is not y'all. You from the UK, bro.
Hip hop ain't been Europe at all.
Bro, you are UK Drake. What are you talking about? Influence?
We can go band for band. We can go N for M.
Who listens to that?
Not me.
Bro, come on, man.
And all their music sound like drill music.
And it's Mike. Fake, y'all are copying. Hey, Central C, you are copying Chief Keef. Did you know that?
Period.
Chief Keef, a 16-year-old black boy, made drill culture popping. And he was hotter than any of y'all. Bang, bang. Remember that mic when Chief came out?
Yeah.
Chief has culture. Y'all ain't got no culture.
I would just say, like, European music is heavily influenced by America, and we know that. It's historically woven into their texture. They take, when I went to Europe, the one thing I think, like, I don't like that rap music at all, because it's all like, I'm gonna kill you, lad. Like, first of all, you talking real proper talking about gangster shit. You can't talk real proper talking about gangster stuff.
Come
Like,
on,
you can't talk proper and talk about killing people. First of all, you can't even own a gun in England. You gotta knife somebody up. You gotta knife them up.
Come on.
You gotta knife them up. You ain't shooting. You ain't doing no drive-bys, and you ain't really shooting nobody. You gotta run up on them. I'm just saying. It's a culture there where they create gospel music and they rap off of it. And I thought that was interesting. That was cool.
Yeah.
But even still, gospel music derives from the blues. Gospel music derives from American culture. Gospel music ain't nothing.
Black, Mike. Gospel 100% black. What are you talking about?
I just don't understand. Who are you influencing, bro?
Who are you talking like that? Like not what? You a rapper with cornrows, but cornrows ain't UK. What are you talking about?
He the only English rapper that we know.
Come on. All y'all garbage. I'ma say it, man. Y'all trying to mimic. Come on, bro. Influence. New York is trying to copy y'all swag and it still ain't catch on in America. The only one that was hard was Pop Smoke. The rest of them niggas dookie. The rest of them ninjas is dookie. Man, can I keep it real, man? Pop Smoke killed. When Pop Smoke died, drill culture in America died. Mike, name me a drill artist that you like. Name me a New York artist that you say, Mike, turn that on. That's what I'm saying.
I haven't said it, turn that on unless it was 50, Dipset, those niggas.
20 years ago, man. So New York ain't been popping musically. Let's give ASAP Wave. They was in there.
I like ASAP. I like the ASAP.
He
I
was
like ASAP Ferg
pre-drill.
and ASAP Rocky. I do.
It was pre-drill.
But I'm not listening to like A Boogie with the Hoodie either.
No,
Like,
garbage. Come on. What are y'all talking about, bro? So when you make statements like that, Central C, influencing, you don't have anything, bro. What are you talking about?
bro,
Nobody.
you better
Mike.
influencing them over there.
Mike, who was getting in the whip saying turn that Central C on, cuz? Nobody. UK, y'all don't influence. Nobody want to be like y'all. Mike is a music mogul. Nobody's copying that.
Not one time have I ever even played his song.
And that's a music person. Mike a music head.
That I haven't even been interested to play his music to see what it's about. Just because he's a lame to me.
Facts. And when lame say something, Mike, they gotta get straightened.
Bro, you came over here, chilled with Dirk and all them, and then went back to Europe. And you chilled with Lil Baby, and now you talking about I influence American culture.
Come on, like what are you talking about, cuz? Like for real?
What are you rapping about? What are you rapping about besides stabbing people?
Man, that's it. And who's listening to that crap? Who listens to it, Mike? Real talk.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. I don't like the London rap scene at all.
That's it, man. They ain't standing on business, man.
They all sound like what's the girl name? They all sound like Ice Spice to me.
All of them sound the same. That's what kind of threw me off, Mike, when I heard the influence, Mike. And I'm gonna tell you something else that threw me off, Mike. I don't know if you heard the news. Let me go ahead and put the numbers out there. Have you heard the story of Matt Barnes? Woo!
Ooh-wee. Matt Barnes got the janks, boy.
Listen, Mike, clearly he lonely. Let's go ahead and go to the story. If you did not know, y'all, Matt Barnes' lady and him have been together. They've been engaged. Matt Barnes has been accused, we ain't gonna say proven, of
Allegedly.
Mike, he went 8 for 31, Mike. I did the math on him, Mike. That means 74% of the time in January he was faithful. 74%, Mike, is a passive percentage, Mike.
And this is just January?
Mike, 8 out of the 31 days he had a problem, Mike. But Mike, he was 74% faithful. The man.
Hey, if you look at it that way.
If you look at it statistically speaking, Mike, he did good. Now, it was 8 different women. Now, I don't know how he get the cheeks that much. Mark is slanging it. Matt Barnes is slanging it. But the shorty went with the rumors, Mike. She got the Instagram names, the list, the people. Jesus, man.
My thing is this, and this is probably the only thing. This is probably the only thing I'm gonna say about it. Like, why did you have to go at these people? Why didn't you check him? You checking these women and bringing them to the light because you're embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like he was messing with at so and so and at so and so and at so and so. Why didn't you just be grown and just be like, I'm not messing with this dude no more? But it's the hurt. It's the hurt that she has to bring all those women into their situation. Like, you could have just left.
My thing is this too, Mike. You knew what Matt was.
Cause I'm pretty sure he got you the same way.
The same way. What I don't understand about any of these shorties, when you know you're dealing with a dude that's a millionaire on his level, you really think he gonna be faithful to you 100%, especially if you ain't coming up with him? Or do you got to charge it to the game, Mike? You demanding relationship, love, faithfulness, and all this stuff from a guy that's right here that's up meals? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, I'm not condoning cheating by any form or fashion.
But Mike, if I met you and I'm up M's, Mike, is you really being loyal? Keep it real, Mike.
Probably not.
You probably not, Mike. Let's keep it real. If I ain't came up with you, Mike, and I met you at my peak, am I loyal to you? No. You're not, Mike. That's the other side of shorties that don't build with their man. It's a little bit of love and respect. If I met you while I'm up You don't get that same level of love and respect, Mike. Keep it real.
Nah, you won't with me shooting in the gym.
You wouldn't with me shooting in the gym. You met me while I'm already up. I'm already climbed. So if I'm already climbed, you gotta tolerate a lot more.
He was already who he was. He was set in his ways. He was set in his ways.
He did his thing. You met him because you wanted the benefits. He's still fighting. He's still doing good for himself, Mike. He's still making his money. He's still doing well. Remember, he got married to the chick that was with Dad. Remember the whole couple years ago. So he already been through the ringer.
He did he whoop somebody's tail?
Yeah,
With his
he
shit?
got into the fight with the old coach because the coach was talking to his shorty. So he already been through the ringer. Then you met him.
My thing is this, Matt Barnes. You can't be the kettle calling the kettle black now. You beat somebody up for hollering at your jank, and now you hollering at janks.
Mike, he want to be single. Call it what it is, Mike.
Definitely. You messing with eight janks in 8 different days in January.
Mike, 8 for 31, Mike. He had a 74% chance of being faithful, Mike. I'm going to go ahead. You know I hold the fellas down. You know I'm being a toxic king right now. Mike, he was 74% faithful. I'm leaning with Matt Barnes. He was faithful for 74% of the day. He had an 8 for 31, Mike. 74%, Mike, is you passing the test.
Yeah.
You passing the test.
That's a C+. It's
a C+. Well, for real though, man, like if he met you past his climb, it's over with. That's any woman gotta understand it. That's the side of you wanting a man that's already complete. Loyalty ain't gonna be the same.
He probably was talking to a jank when he met her.
Oh man. You think she ain't talked to him while he was going through the situation?
I don't know, probably so.
Now, come on, man. If it's a different vibe, if you build it, that's just the way it is, bro. And we don't mean to be rude, not get a facts, but it's the truth. We gonna lay on the pavement right here at the channel. Me and Mike gonna lay on the pavement, and we gonna tell you what it is, man. My dog, I know you're tired. Go ahead and slide on out, baby. Go ahead. I see you yawning.
Oh no, good, baby.
You talk.
Keep going.
I gotta make sure my dog over there tired staying on him, man. And we going along. You know, we going from requests, y'all. Our followers have told us that we've been too short. We listen.
Hey, look, check it, bro. It's the birthday week. This all you seeing is the birthday weekend on the.
Man, my boy had a good weekend. Shout out to my boy Mike. Happy birthday, Mike again. Mike again. Mike, I don't know if you heard the story. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see the video of the TikTok girl dancing on a disabled man? Mike, have you seen the video?
Yeah, that's wild.
So she is officially backhand. Mike got arrested. Michael, you pointed this out the first one. When did disabled people not get the respect and the boundaries they used to get back in the day, Mike? So when you hear about this now going to jail, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't feel sorry for you because one, you had a job to do, and somebody entrusted you to take care of that person, and you did not. You deserve everything that's coming to you because we do so much stupid stuff for clout nowadays. You a goofy. You a goofy, bro. And I have no respect for you to treat somebody that cannot take care. Somebody entrusted you to take care of that person and paid you to take care of that person. And you are doing things for the internet and you deserve everything that you got. Because one, you shouldn't be doing that. Like what? Like you said, like I said before, when did disabled people not get the respect?
You first, what I heard mentioned that in a while, Michael, you was absolutely right. Number one, we don't even teach boundaries to understand it. If you saw the video, it was really graphic to see.
That thing was crazy. Like you're his caregiver.
It wasn't cool at all, man.
That's not okay.
No. And record yourself. He understand that. Even if that man understand, you should not want to expose him like that in his home when you're doing that.
I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like, when did just disrespecting people and doing stupid and forgive me for cussing, but when did doing stupid shit other than being on Jackass, the TV show, be cool? And even the Jackass, the TV show, was far from cool. When did just doing anything for any type of notoriety, any type of, hey, you did that? Like, come on, man, we gotta have some cool and some like uplift about us because we already discriminated against. But when you do shit like that, you make me want to discriminate against you as well. Like, come on, man.
We gotta understand, Mike. All skin folk ain't your kin folk, Mike. You feel me? And that ain't our kin folk, Mike, because we ain't doing nothing like that.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? That behavior is not tolerable. Nobody raised with a black mama is gonna let you think that's cool, Mike. You know our parents taught us immediately. No, man, that ain't cool. You don't make fun of no
yeah,
handicapped person. Mike, your parents, you know my parents did, Mike. You don't take with no handicapped person. You don't joke like that. You don't do that. So, like I said, that let me know a lot, either culturally or your home life or what it was. Because seeing that, nah, man, you ain't even supposed to be moving like that.
not at all, bro. Like, it's just sickening. Like, and
is.
it's like we are in the I will do anything for clout culture. Like, I am not a fan. I am not, and maybe because I'm 36 now. You know, I'm getting older.
It's okay. It's okay. But the
but
principle remain the same.
but I just feel like if you got to do all that to get likes and shares and people to follow you, do something more productive. Like I said, this person's family trusted you to take care of them,
Thanks.
and you did that. Like, you in this person's house every single day taking care of them. That means you probably have hurt that person. If you would do that just for the camera, you done hit this person, you done talked to this person, mistreated this person. That's a form of mistreatment, what you did. So you done this before.
Thanks. I agree with you, man. I think it's just grotesque to see. She's still young, but I hope she learns from this mistake. But seeing it in real
And I'm gonna
time,
be real with you, bro. You can't always blame it on age. Like, that's
true,
just something.
true.
That's just 100% something that you should not do. You took an oath. You look like you was either a nurse or CNA or something like that, but you took an oath that you would take care of the disenfranchised people, and you did not. I don't have no sympathy for you. I hope they throw the book at you. I hope you get fined, and I hope you lose whatever license that it is that you had.
Big facts, man. Where McCall at with the heat, man? Mike, 10 years ago, this gentleman we about to watch took over the internet. And now he broke. We're gonna watch a few videos and we're gonna respond.
You know I don't address nothing. I'm never gonna address nothing. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. That's a half a ticket right there. I'm really the type that could take 2 years off. Because this is really my lifestyle. I do not cap. This is really my lifestyle. This is how I really live. You see, when you go home after rapping, that's your life. This is really my life. I don't address nothing. You hear me? You got one house right here, 2 houses right here, 3 houses right here, 4 houses right here, 5 houses right here, maybe 2 houses right there. You feel me? But I'm gonna tell you why niggas don't like me. I'm gonna tell you, it's really fuck all the bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why niggas don't like me. Man. I'm gonna tell you why you don't like me. Go look at somebody's net worth real quick. I really want you to go look at somebody's net worth. Somebody who didn't slide for their man. Go check their net worth. You hear me? This is really my lifestyle. I really got your... Yo, bro, listen. I really got your net worth. And I know this video is supposed to be a minute long, but we're going to stretch it. I really got your net worth in my trunk. You hear me? Look at that. That's 50. 100. Let's keep it going. 150, 200, 250.
Mike, before I give you that, one more, baby, one more. You know our life come at you fast, Mike, and I'm gonna start off with a question after this next one. Be ready, G. Be ready. Boy, how the mighty have fallen.
Bro, I seen it. It was crazy. IRS auction. That means you didn't pay your taxes.
That means you really broke, Mike.
Broke.
That means you broke. They took the jewelry off your wrists, the bags, everything.
They sold everything. They sold everything that you have to settle a partial debt. That ain't even the whole debt. Like, when they do stuff like that, that's just to get the number of your debt and the number that you can pay to become such a smaller deficit.
Man, Mike, would you rather be rich young or grinding up, getting your money like you doing now? Let's start the question off right there.
I'll tell you this. I'd rather be rich young because I know I have the right people around me to make sure that I'll be rich forever.
Mm.
But if I couldn't be rich young, I'd be rich right now and work for it. Well, I will say this: hard work is the way to go because when you work hard for something, you respect it more. And when you work hard for something, you'll pay attention and you won't let it slide. Like some people we know come from the hood. If they get rich, they're not people with your mindset is not going to be broke.
Mm.
And so I say this: him showing all the money, him showing all the cars, that means nothing to me because there's counterfeit money, there's prop money. You know, I'm in the industry. There's prop money, and we got to understand this too. Rich people's bankrupt ain't our bankrupt. Millionaire bankrupt. He was worth multi-million dollars. He may only have $2.5 million to his name in liquid asset. So rich people's broke ain't our broke. That's the first thing that we need to think of. And if he was smart, showing all that cash means nothing. Showing all that cash means nothing. Showing all those jewelry, the Richard Mills, that means nothing because they make fake jewelry all the time.
For me, Mike, I would not. This is a great testament to show when you get money young. I used to envy athletes and stuff like that, Mike. I don't know a single one that has money at our age.
Correct. Unless you now, I will say this: my cousin is like the total opposite of what you think an athlete was.
For
He was
sure.
in the NFL. He played for multiple NFL teams, made it big, got guaranteed 16 mil. Now, what I saw him do, he got injured. When he made it to a team, he got injured. Made it to the team that guaranteed him the 16 mil. He got injured twice. Ended up having to retire. Right, played 8 seasons with the NFL, which is 8 years. I seen him diversify his funds the whole time that he was in the NFL. He opened up he franchised 2 businesses. He began to flip commercial real estate. So like he'll buy an office building, totally gut out the office building, totally rebuild the office building, then sell it back to the developer.
I get it.
So
Yeah, for
I
sure.
have seen I have been blessed enough to see that side. But what he has told me, and so now he's a sports agent, right? And his main goal is to coach and mentor young NFL athletes, young MLB, young NBA athletes to understand that that check is not 100% guaranteed. And once that check stops, your life is different forever.
Forever. And I was
Forever.
saying, Mike, to end it to keep going. You're right, man. He is the top. Remember, 80% go broke, Mike. 80
Go, bro.
broke. So what I'm saying, Mike, from and your cousin is an outlier, 100%.
Right.
Most of the ones I meet, Mike, that work in the NFL and got out have struggles because you got to think, Mike, you're never going to make that money again.
Ever. Unless you have diversified your funds.
You're never going to make that money again, Mike. When are you going to get a $10 million check, Mike? Unless you're a CEO of somewhere. You know how long it takes you to get there?
I was watching this show recently, Special Forces with Cam Newton on it.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
And he said this. He said his biggest fear is that he has 8 children. The $1 million checks have been stopped coming.
Oh, yeah.
How dangerous is that?
The number
How
one.
dangerous is that? How dangerous is that? That one, for him, he thought the checks would still be coming because he's still in his prime. He's still in his prime, and he is injury prone, and no team will pick him up because he has bad locker room behavior. Now, you're a multi-millionaire. You've had to sell your $2.5 million condo in Charlotte to LaMelo Ball. Secondly, you have 8 mouths to feed, multiple different baby mamas. You're in
That's
a
what
dangerous. You're in
that's
a
what you would get caught
dangerous
up at, Mike.
situation. You're in a
That's
very
what you
dangerous
would get.
situation.
If you a man, and this is something, man, I got to give my pops breaking it down to, Mike. Shout out to my dad. Love you, pops. When you got children in multiple households, you got to remember that's 8 different Christmases,
Yep.
8 different birthdays,
Yep.
8 different start of New Year schools, 8 different mamas you got to talk to and deal with. 8 different personalities. You know what I'm saying, Mike? It's so many things that go into that guys don't think about. Like, hey, it's not just the kids. That's the mama you got. Hey, her tire go flat, Mike. She looking at you.
That's 8, and
That's a lot.
most women put you on child support.
Come on, Mike. Remember, child support is one thing, Mike. But you still got, if her tire go flat, Mike, and she ain't got the money, she calling you.
Correct. Because she's taking care of your child.
Come on, Mike. That's the stuff that we don't hear. Like I said, Mike, going back to the athlete point, I used to envy it, Mike, but little do you know, when you get older, man, you still got to work on the man part.
Yeah.
Man-wise, how do you handle conflict, Mike?
Your money can mature, but your mind has to mature before your
money
matures.
Mike, you got to go into the workplace now. Now you got to deal with white folk. You used to be the man. How do you handle when a white person tell you don't get this position, Mike? How do you handle when rejection comes? Huh? How do you handle when things don't work out in your favor?
Right.
Like I said, they spend so much time building up the body and the muscle, Mike. When the man life start to hit, you got to be able to handle conflict. You got to be able to have skills, Mike. You got to know how to sell. You got to know how to promote yourself. It's so many different factors, Mike. Especially living in Houston, Mike, I meet a lot of former athletes. A lot of them, Mike, don't know their way, man.
And see, I'm sad for Cam Newton because I'm like, bro, you still having babies.
And Mike, don't forget, Cam Newton is still an upper echelon guy.
Yeah.
He's articulate. He's pivoted decently. Imagine his players that had all them kids that ain't Cam Newton. They struggling, Mike. Again, Mike, where are you going to get that money from? If you've never, Mike, you think about most of these guys have never had a job.
They just been playing their whole life.
So if you ain't never had a job, Mike, and let's say, Mike, let's use your cousin again. 8 years in the NFL, you 30 now. You got to get a job at the school. How that's going to work, Mike?
You don't even know how to function.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? Like, it's like, think about how deep that is. You got to go down now and try to work.
And then think about it. You work and you hate your boss, but you're a millionaire, right? But you're a millionaire.
You're
a millionaire.
You work. You work.
And then you be like, man, fuck you. You know who I am.
Mike, you a regular guy now. You know who you were. That's the key thing, Mike, that gets him psychologically. After you leave that sports arena, you will never be that guy again.
But what I think they need to start teaching with them young kids, they getting people right out of college.
Yeah.
And what my cousin is trying to do, he is trying to teach you financial literacy to make your money work for you, longevity in your income. But I think it should be mandatory. When you join the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, any major league sport, it should be mandatory that you get a financial advisor of a reputable institution, not, people steal your money too, but
for sure.
Somebody that has like a partnership with the NFL and they're not going to screw you over.
Mike, I got to ask you a deep question. What benefits the NFL from doing that? And this is the question nobody asked, Mike.
It wouldn't be a benefit at all.
How do we not know the NFL ain't happy the way the thing's going?
They are, because so many of their players are broke. But you can rely on that NFL pension, but it ain't millions of dollars.
Mike, it ain't Mike.
It's like 400, 500,000. It's
Mike,
average.
But Mike, think about that. Even 400, 500,000, you still got to work, fam.
Yeah.
If 400,000 is not gonna last you 10 years, Mike. Remember that comment Ocho made?
No, but it's every year.
Oh, it's every year. Now, what's your lifestyle?
You have to have a different type of lifestyle.
Now, is it tax exempt or is still taxes being taken out?
I would assume that it's taxes being taken out.
So think about it, Mike. $400,000 tax compared to getting $2-3 million a year.
True.
That, Mike, that's a different lifestyle you gotta have. You know that.
I was them, I would live like beneath my means every chance that I got.
22-year-old young man live below his means, Mike. We wasn't listening, Mike. You know he ain't listening.
Well, if I'm 22 with millions and millions of dollars, dog,
Mike, you tricking. You going overseas, you on jet skis, you living life, Mike, and I'm not mad at them for living life. I'm not. But I really think the system is working the way it's supposed to.
But it's a means to an end, my boy.
It is, and it's just, Mike, that's the reason why I believe in those statements now about we push hip-hop Hey, hip hop and Mike, I think hip hop and the NBA has a huge problem right now.
True. Think about my cousin too, though. But think about it like this, bro. You're making millions of dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, you get hurt. You get hurt to the point where you cannot go back and perform.
And
So
Mike,
now you have to medically retire, right?
Mike, and you still young. Your cousin probably what 25, 28, 29.
Nah, he like 36, 37.
Mike, just think about that. You 28, 29, and you got to stop and retire.
Yeah.
You young, Mike. Mentally, that messes with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think about that, Mike. Psychologically, you got to retire from your thing you've been doing forever. That's a lot to process. That's why I said your cousin is a top 10%, Mike.
Yeah.
Think about you, Mike. You doing music, and you have to stop doing music, Mike. You had to retire from it.
It probably fucked me up, bro. I literally been doing music since 3 years old.
That Mike, that's what I'm. You got to remember that, Mike. Somebody tell you, Mike, you can't do it no more, bro. That was psychologically. That's a lot to get past.
But see, that's why we also gotta have. We also have to cradle more than one talent.
All facts. But Mike, remember, it's all eggs in. It's all money in. It's the reason why these sports want you so committed, Mike. They don't want you having no other options.
Correct.
Like I said, as I'm looking back at it, Mike, from my analytical lens, they want you to just focus on the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
All the dudes playing sports, Mike, they don't want you doing nothing else. It's a reason why. So as the man gets older, you deprive the man, you keep you in an immature mindset just so you could be a cash cow. Now that you're a cash cow, you ain't learning no financial literacy. You ain't learning no sexual discipline. You just learning I'm making money now, which is good.
Right.
But what they don't understand, Mike, your NFL career, 10 years max.
Max.
So, Mike, that means 30 years old, you got to start over. That's a lot. I don't care how much money you got.
You got to
That's a lot to do. And Mike, remember, 30 years old is a young Mike. That's a young man. Now you got to start on your next career. Mike, you ain't never worked a job. You have no sales skills, no business skill. Mike, what do? You going to get taken advantage of if you ain't got no good people around you. Come on, Mike, we know what's going to happen.
Hopefully you did something right with your bread.
Mike, what's the percentage you think that's happening, though? Let's get real.
Most of them
from the hood, Mike.
3.5.
3 point, Mike. Well, most of them from the hood. Most of them ain't got no financial planner. Most of them got a gang of kids. Let's keep it real, Mike. So life don't hit you. Then when it hits you, it's like, then it's too late. Right. Then you got to restart everything. Think about this, Mike. All this life experience you had from working has benefited you. Imagine if that was gone, Mike, and you had to start from scratch right now. That'd be a lot.
Yeah.
So like I said, think about it, Mike. 6'9", got to start over. That's the full circle thing, Mike. Your rap career is finished, bro. Your music career is done.
Your career was done when you went to jail, my boy.
Mike, what do you do now? Mike, he's still young. What are you, 28, 29, Mike?
Right.
You got face tattoos? Tattoos all over, Mike? What do?
Hopefully you had the little, you will see he's broke. He's rich people broke. I'm hoping
like the IRS season change. He might be broke, Mike. They season housing too.
True. I don't know, bro.
It's just the moral of the story, Mike. We gotta speak.
It ain't too much. It ain't, if somebody like him, it ain't too much he can do.
Yeah, Mike, you got face tattoos, you got beef everywhere, bro. You can't. Where you gonna go?
Right.
You really gotta leave America. I hate to say it. You can't work no regular job, Mike. He can't go. People knowing who he is. You can live a meager lifestyle, but you can't say I got rich and Millie work. I can't be driving Lambos, Mike. Now you driving Chargers.
Right.
He gonna end up in jail. He'll be like Fetty Wap. That's what happened to Fetty Wap, Mike. Fetty Wap making millions on millions on millions, but he wasn't disciplined. How you have 3 #1 records and go to jail for 15 years for dealing fentanyl? No work ethic, Mike. The same story as men repeats itself. We just don't talk about it a lot. If you get money, Mike, that's unearned, you're going to start doing trouble. That's the bottom line, Mike. Any man that gets money that's unearned, Mike, that ain't had to fight, that ain't had to claw, who ain't had to go through money, ain't had to go through nothing, Mike, they going to lose it. Mike can get $1 million right now. It's going to last you for the rest of your life because Mike been through some things. But if you ain't been through nothing, when you get that money, it's gone. It's gone. Mike, our last toxic video for the day, man. We had a great session. We killed it today. We got one more topic in us, Mike. You ready? This one is the comedian TK Kirkland, Mike. It's kind of controversial. It was sent to me earlier, man. Is it a disorder to put this pressure on man? Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Have your own family. You'll feel better. If you have your own family, your own children, when you do for that child, it's meaningful. It means something. When you're raising another man's child, that's mental illness.
Have you ever tried to do that?
That's crazy.
I've done that.
Oh, you've done. Okay, speaking from experience. Okay,
yeah,
got it.
It's mental illness. It's really one of the worst things you can do.
Raising another man's child is mental illness.
It's mental illness.
Explain.
Because
please.
You're raising something that don't belong to you. That's some horrible shit to pretend. That's like a gay man who wants to be a woman, or a woman who wants to be a man. You're pretending to be something that's not natural. And nobody talks about it in our community. We men think that's what they should do. And you know what happens? Financial fucking debt. And then when your money is out, the pressure that's on you, the stress, you end up dying early. And you out of here. And don't nobody give a fuck. And the kids will love you. Yeah, you was a good person. But there's not stress. You ever notice that you can be a stepfather and the dad, the birth father ain't shit, but they still love that motherfucker like he paid the rent.
Right. It's still
groceries in the house.
It's still emotional.
They still show love to dad.
Because that's their daddy.
Speaking of this subject, Mike, from a different point of view, somebody said it to me, I thought it was a good time. Nobody talks about the mental health issues that most black men go through, man.
Correct.
And no matter what you feel about anything about that, Mike, but the mental health issues that a lot of us just deal with and we don't talk about.
Hey, well, let me say this before we even
take on.
I 100% don't agree with him.
Talk to me.
I feel that you don't have to be a biological father to be a father. There's so many people out here in the world that have taken care of somebody else's child and has been the most perfect father that child could ever receive or have. I don't think he was correct in saying it's a mental illness because it's not your own family. Because family is what you make it, whether it's your child or someone else's. Family is what you make it, and sometimes we choose our family, and sometimes we don't. Right?
True.
But as a natural father, you could have a natural child and that child grow up to be a fucking asshole and grow up to be a fucking douchebag and you hate that motherfucker and y'all don't have a good relationship. Hence, the guy that I work with has had a child. He don't get along with the child and the child and him are at odds. I have seen and been a part of relationships where I'm in a role like that and it has been great. Or like my mother, her stepfather was way better than her natural father, and that was her father. Like, blood don't make you family. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's real. It's real. And that's a good thing, Mike. I think what he was trying to say was there is a culture of men being shamed for it. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Yeah. I think he articulated well. I get you, though. And I agree. I don't think it's black and white. But I think what he was saying, there's a culture right now that if you don't deal with anybody because I want you, I got to deal with it. So what he's speaking about is, hey, as a man, value yourself. I don't think he articulated it pretty well. And I agree with you. There is no black and white statement. There are some great stepfathers, step-parents, everything. But I guess what I got from him, Mike, was this. As a man, when do we ever talk about what you may need out of a relationship?
Now, on that topic, I can agree with. Because as a man, and I've seen my own father with this type of situation. Like, I don't know what the hell my dad was going through. You know what I'm saying? And it is built into us not to let the family know what we're going through. It is built in us to, hey, go ahead and suck that up. Go ahead and toughen that up. It's about the kids. It's about the wife. It's about building this. But it'll be hard to undo. Because in your mind, Terrell, in my mind, we know that that's the makeup of a man. to put your woes aside, to put your heartaches and hardships and mentalness aside, and be the strong character and be the man of the house. Now, I will say this. We do need to talk about our mental health issues, and we do need to talk about our mental stability, and we do need to talk about the things that are disenfranchising us as men, because it will only make us be a better man for our family. It will only make us be stand up, and because if you have mental health issues and you are not reporting those, or you're not talking about it, and all you're gonna do is create a terrible cycle.
Mm.
Me personally, I have been to therapy. Me personally, I have gone through the whole therapy cycle and still am in therapy. And I will say this, I think everybody needs to talk to somebody about what they're going through, because life as we know it is traumatizing. Whether you're a man or you're a woman, I think women need to go through it, men need to go through it, because it's going to build a family structure, and it's going to allow you to show that child, hey, it's okay to talk about how you feel. It's okay to talk about what bothers you, what your triggers are. One, we all need to understand our own triggers before we even try to be in that type of role. Period. Secondly, you need to understand your triggers and understand what bothers you and understand what makes you tick to even be in a family. But that's without being in a marriage or in a marriage. That's just being a person, period. Because you're going to have to interact with so many people, and anything can trigger you at any time. So I think all of us as humans, whether you're a man or you're a woman, should talk to somebody about our mental stability. Period.
That's a bomb, Mike. You definitely cleaned that one up, man. No, I just think from a man's point of view about the mental thing, we don't talk about anything, Mike. We're
Nah,
never
and
talking
we got to
about
stop trying to be Superman, bro.
Just
We
never
got
talked about what a man should expect at a young age, Mike. What you expect out of a relationship, what your woman should be doing for you. It is always what you should be doing. You know what I'm saying,
correct.
Mike? It's kind of crazy. It feels weird to say my wife, my girl should be doing this.
I get it.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't discuss it among young guys. Like, yo, you should have expectations too. Along with you, her having an expectation, which is cool, man. I have no problem with that. But the men's side of it, Mike, we disabandon that so much.
And I'm gonna be 100 with you. We all should have expectations, and we should all understand that people are gonna break your expectations.
That's fair.
Period.
Fair.
And from just living life, right? You can't expect somebody to treat you the way that you would treat yourself.
Big facts.
And you can't expect somebody to treat you the way that you would treat them. Y'all have to work together. Y'all have to understand, because like I said before, we all got trauma. We all got bad shit that happened to us. We all got fucked up shit that we have internalized and dealt with. But until you go to some, and I'm such a big person on therapy, because until you go and talk to somebody about the fucked up shit, our parents have did the best they could, and all of our parents have fucked us up in a way that we cannot imagine. But until you talk about that to somebody and say, hey, this is how I grew up. Hey, this is what I went through at this age. This is the type of relationships that I had. I didn't even understand, T, that I had a rejection complex. And I don't even understand why I had a rejection complex, because I grew up in a 2-parent home that was loving. But the rejection complex comes from that my parents pushed me so hard to be better than them. So hard. I was a child musician at the age of whatever age you are at 5th grade, like 10 years old. I was a professional musician, Terrell, from 10 years old to a grown-up. So you gotta understand, like, for me, you gotta understand what type of trauma that presented, because from 10 years old, I was working. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of childhood did I have? I could play, but yeah, I was practicing my instrument, honing my craft. Everybody is fucked up in their own way, and everybody's parents have fucked them up in their own way. So once you understand that, but you gotta understand who you are and what you've been through, and what you've been through has affected you. We all got trauma, and we all got PTSD of life. But we need to talk to somebody about it so that we can be the best person we can be for anybody that is in our life. And I stand on that.
Man, that's real, Mike. I love it, dog. That was definitely a great end to the nightcap tonight, man. Man, Mike, go ahead and take the people out, man. Great pod, great. You cooked. We chefed it
Hey
up.
yo, check this
Let's
out.
move
My
too, nigga.
birthday was yesterday. If you want to bless the king,
Go
my
ahead.
cash app $MCMSOUND $MCN sound. Come on and bless me, man. I live
And
36 years.
bless my dog, man. Happy birthday to you, fam. How
Thank you.
was it? What you do?
Oh man, I went out of town, had an
Yeah.
amazing. I had multiple surprises, bro. Multiple surprises. I just had the most amazing time celebrating my 36 years, and I don't think, and I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I couldn't ask for a better birthday. I couldn't ask for better people around me. I couldn't ask for better people showing me love, people showing me how they feel. I honestly didn't want to even really celebrate this birthday, but the things that have happened to me in the last 24 hours have molded me and shaped me to understand what this year 36 is going to be for me.
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. What you got going on this week, family? Talk to the people.
Hey man, this week, tomorrow starts, my 4-day work week. I'm just gonna be grinding and understanding myself. I want to get on a health kick. I will say this to the people. If you don't like something about yourself, it's up to you to change it. It's up to you to understand what you don't like and understand the reason why you don't like it. But I will say this, I gotta leave you with a spiritual tip always. Stop being so hard on yourself. God knows what his plan is for you. Some of the things that you're going through in your life, whether it be good, better, and different, are meant to shape, mold you, and build you. And just because he closes the door doesn't mean another door will open. And sometimes God's rejection is for your protection. You might not have got that job because they might treat you like shit on that job. And you wonder why you didn't get that job, but God knew that that job wasn't for you. And sometimes we go through things. The reason that we go through life, and I have figured this out so long ago, is so that if I go through something, I could tell Terrell what I went through so Terrell don't have to go through it, so he can understand my testimony and live his life accordingly, so that he don't have to go through the things that I went through. He lives vicariously through me. That way he doesn't have to go. Your job is to teach people about God or whatever higher power that you believe in, so that they can live their life accordingly and abundantly.
Man, that is a beautiful.
That's the only reason why we're alive.
Facts, man. My boss, man. My boy got euphoria for the 36, and I'm super proud of him, Mike. I got to talk about a win. It just came in the mail, Mike. 88 copies officially sold last year. Mike. A W for your boy. We're going to continue to add more W's to our resume.
Look, I'm waiting for my personal copy.
I got you, man.
Signed.
Things I wish my parents could have taught me. 88, Mike, officially. Out the trunk of the car, Mike. 100% indie. We indie right now getting it.
Hey, out the Trump this not called indie. It's called grassroots. You
gotta
call it what the white people call it. Grassroots.
Grassroots, man. 100%. Me and Mike grassroots figuring it out, man. And there's so much more to come. Me and Mike gonna be adding more things to come. We're gonna continue to get better. Black History Month, Mike. Don't forget, we're dropping gems. We're gonna keep on adding in here. Speaking to the spirit. Every day is Black History for us. We know it's the month in the way.
Every day is Black History Month.
We're gonna make sure we add a little bit on here on the live, man. And it's just so good. Mike, I'm proud of you, fam. Hopefully you enjoy your Sunday. Sleep good tonight. Have folk with your family and friends. Mike, drop your app where they can reach in if they want to talk business, money, politics, social, prayer, whatever.
Follow me on Instagram, where McCall at, as you see right here on the bottom of the screen. If you're not on Instagram and you're on Facebook, follow me on Mikey McCall. Hey, don't come to my page with no BS, and I won't come to your face with no BS. So just holler at me. Hey, once again, if you'd like to donate to me, because I was born yesterday, February 1st, 1989, 36 years old, $ MCMSOUND. MCM Sound.
Shout out to my boy Mike. Enjoy your night, family. Don't forget to hit Mike up if you need anything. audio engineer, Mike. You ain't plug it. You always got to plug it, baby. Plug
Oh
it.
man, audio engineer. Hey, now if you would like to be on PBS, I might be able to hook you up with that.
Well, we
I'm
know
audio
somebody.
engineer. I'm a radio personality. I'm a media specialist on a major TV network, which is also a media outlet. So just holler at me, man. If I don't know and I can't help you, I'm guaranteeing you I know somebody that can.
Man, shout out to my dog again, Mike. Happy birthday. Proud of you, fam. Enjoy yourself. Until next time. See you next Sunday, baby. Peace. And my dog, man, enjoyed himself, man. Shout out to Mike and his birthday, man. Another tremendous live on Sunday, man. This is going to be how the new platform is going to be ran. We're going to make sure we keep it for about 2 hours per y'all request, man. Truck drivers out there said it's too short. Can we make it longer? We listen to our people. You ain't never got to worry. You ain't never got to worry about us happening. Everything that you want will be respected and granted. Like I said, y'all, 88 copies officially sold this year. Shout out to the Crowder Gang. I appreciate for the love and support and admiration. Thank you for believing in me and the vision. Remember, Sunday is the first day of the week. Share the live, comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you give us feedback. Black History Month. See me on TikTok. I'm going to keep dropping gems. TikTok Live. We're going to try to go more on that. We're going to continue to add more. Keynote speaker is loading. Speaker Crowder. If you need anything, that's what your boy here for. Business people by professional people by trade. We are here to add value to you, to speak life into you, and to celebrate these moments, man. We'll have some new updates for the intro and outro coming up. You'll see some more new additions for the Crowder Gang coming up shortly, y'all. Hope you're ready for it. Hopefully you're ready to see it. Again, thank you for being here with me. Hopefully you enjoy your first part of January, February. Remember, we already 33 days into the year, y'all. New year, new you. Keep the momentum going. Keep going strong. Keep building. Keep building. Let's keep building. Love you. Check on your people. Until next time, we'll see you. Peace.